exclusive.
Yeah, I didn't fuck it up. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Wook Plus. I'm Weekend Wook, joined by Kev the Great, Went, and T. Tour is over. We're back home. T's out west and chill as ever. It's fucking great. I was starting to worry. You're starting to get some New York vibes. I was like, this isn't right, man. This is not right.
It feels good to be back in the proper time zone. I was just telling you guys backstage, I don't know how anyone lives anywhere else in the country, like especially back east. It's crazy. Ugh. It kills me.
I mean, it's pretty great out here, but I hear you. I'm also really stoked because I played the right intro. We have like a bunch of different shows, and I was like, "Fuck, am I gonna do the lot?" Or no, I got it. All right, we got it. We're here. I mean, I guess it wasn't that tall of a lift. But anyway, Chad, any of you that have been with us, from the beginning may remember World's Greatest Chad. He might be stopping by tonight. I talked to him over the weekend, and he's like, "Hey, man, I want to come say hi." I was like, "All right, swing by." But I don't know. It's kind of left open, so he may be swinging by. But in the meantime, we got lots to talk about. Kind of taking a little look back at PHiSH Tour, a little look ahead at some rumors, and everything in between. Before we get into it, though, we'll do some housekeeping. If you haven't yet, at this point, now would be an excellent time to subscribe. That's how you never ensure that you don't miss out on any of the content we do. Also, like this video. It means a lot to us. I guess we were maybe a little negative on Sunday night, and also I may have triggered some people otherwise. So we got a couple of dislikes. I think it was Kev. Kev thinks it was me.
I don't think it was me at all. I was pretty high on that show.
No, I think we were both tired and just grumpy, but whatever it was, I'm just saying, help combat the haters. Give us a like. It means a lot. Also, we have Wook Club coming back on Tuesday, this upcoming Tuesday, which is the 10th. Oh, that's my daughter's birthday. Kev, what show is it? It's a dead show.
It is a dead show. 6/14/76. So we're getting the 76 flavor. We'll talk a little bit about Jerry doing slow songs. All the standouts really are the slow ones on it. I'll even say the Road Jimmy probably is a standout on it, and T knows my feelings about that one. So we're looking forward to that. It'll be me and T at least, probably not Tim.
Sweet. Can't wait. Can't wait. I always like a good Road Jimmy.
Yeah. Sunday morning show is going to come back at some point, but I don't think this weekend. I have to work out some of the details on that, but that will be coming back. Actually, I think the first interview for that show might be Mike Vinoy. I talked to him about, where did Chad go? He was just about to come in and then he dropped. Yeah. What the fuck? Oh, Sunday. Yeah, Mike Vinoy. I might be doing a more like one-on-one intimate type thing with him, or maybe as a group. I don't know. I haven't really talked to these guys about it yet, but it will be coming back nonetheless. All right. Cool. Is that all for housekeeping? Did I miss anything?
Fishtails.
As soon as this guy, Kev, duck down. As soon as that guy can sit down for the interview he owes me, Fishtails will be coming out hot and fresh.
I'm home. I'm back finally.
Thank goodness, man. I got Benji's material. I think he's all ready now. I need tea.
We knew if we didn't get it before I left, it was going to be hard to get. So no, I'm back. We can get it. We get it taken care of.
I love how it was like ran very efficiently and like we were nailing it until it got to your festival, and then it was just like Kev's festivals was like clockwork. He was just like boom, 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 and then we got to you, and it was like.
Hey man, just like the festival, it was a West Coast festival. We're a little bit more laid back and slow, we'll get it done, man. Don't worry. Take care of it.
Oh, hey, one other thing. A couple of you, I realized there was a snafu with the ordering the website, but I think I've gotten it taken care of. So if you've ordered merch in the last, I think it's been like a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks, and haven't gotten any updates or anything yet, fear not. We are now on top of it. I apologize for the confusion there. There was a snag with the provider, but we got that all taken care of. and
The
that shit
third
should
party
be out.
vendor.
Yeah. Well, I'm not fucking embroidering. I know it's hard to believe I do so much other shit, but I'm not sitting here with a wool cap like embroidering on a
We'll get
logo.
home with a needle and thread, custom doing.
Custom tie-dyes, custom knitting. He does everything, man.
I have an embroidered Wook Plus shirt that I wear for airplanes, like when I get on an airplane, so I look business casual.
Yeah, that's your fancy shirt. That's
That
what
is
we
my
wear on the
fancy
annual retreat where we
go
get
out
together.
on Easter, like Easter with mom. I put it on. You know.
You know what's funny? If you think about Mondegreen and like us hanging out and like Dick's the year before and well, a couple of years before, that is kind of like the company retreat, so to speak. And we don't do anything productive. It's like the one time we're all actually together hanging out and it's just a shit show. But I mean, that's what it's all about, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
I think so. Isn't that what company retreats are about? Is playing games and having barbecue and things?
Yeah,
Cooking
but
hot
you hear
dogs.
stories like they do like the creative retreats where like they go 5-year planning and shit. That's not our.
We need to rent a cabin in the woods to do that, and not have a fit show there. You know.
Cabin in the woods.
So there we go. All right, what do we got, man? Some top fish shows.
Oh, I think. Yeah. Let me pull that up.
Find out what happened to Chad, but let's talk about it. You have so basically what I did was went over to FishNet. If you don't know, you can go over there and you can do under the shows tab, you can do top rated shows and then you can pick a year. So I just ran the 24 ones and out of the top 3 are 2 of the Woodland shows. Saturday number 1.
Whoa. Before you get all like
Kev just hijacked the show.
Yeah. He's about to. You see that? He's licking his lips. He was about to go through the whole thing. What do you think, Kev? What do you think about the .NET ratings before we talk about the actual things? Because I tend to think that they kind of suck. Not .NET, like I like .NET, but like,
shit.
Yeah, they're kind of
I think if you filter it by the year 2024, that it's pretty nail on the head. Even if there's a bunch of people just hitting for their favorite show, I think there's a big enough pool that it equals out to be a pretty accurate representation.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, maybe a little bit. I think generally, like they get them in the right general spot, but the recency bias is unreal. Every show shoots to the top for like a week or two. So, like for example, number 1 being and 4 being Woodlands, as you were saying. I don't know.
1 and 3, but yeah.
4. Is it 1 and 3 now? It was 1 and 4 when you shared it earlier.
I thought I said 1 and 3. The top 2, they were 2 of the top 3, but
Freaking 3 is Bethel. But either
right,
way,
and the one in the middle is Deer Creek.
Yeah.
So a lot of recency bias is what Tim's saying as well.
Yeah, God damn it, T, that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Well, then
I'm just saying it a little bit more, bluntly for you there, getting it out.
Why isn't there more Colorado one there? Then there's only one Colorado show in the top 11.
I'm not gonna say it.
I mean,
it's not me to say.
Yeah, I think Friday and Saturday could be in conversations with things. I think still there's a few things on Sunday. I mean those 3, the My Friend, the Life Saving Gun, and the Set Your Soul Free on Sunday were pretty spectacular, though.
Yeah, very much so. Very much so.
So I don't know. It's a tough. I mean, there's a lot, but recency bias always seems to. I mean, we've talked about it though. I honestly think this entire year, as we've said, from calling it the Game Hinge set on New Year's into Mexico, into the Sphere, into this tour, have been some of their best playing since fall 21, and then before that, 2017, 2015. I mean, that's where I don't disagree with starting to like talk about some of these as being great, but I mean, you still have to put some of those songs up there. And where are they at on FishNet, and where have they disappeared to in the, the halls of?
If you do the overall rankings, yeah, still it's Big Cypress is still number 1. Right. But you know what pops up as number 2 is that Saturday Woodland show, which I do think is wrong. It isn't the
Yeah, it's
second best
fucking
PHiSH
recency.
show
That's what
ever.
I'm saying.
Right.
It's a recency.
Yeah, but I'm
Right.
saying if you run it only for the year 2024, there's no recency bias because they all happened recently.
No,
yeah,
there
if
is
you-
recency bias because, well, maybe
if you're
not. I don't know.
putting it up
Not as
against
bad.
this
Not
year,
as bad, but there's still some.
I
That's
could
what
see
was
putting it up
saying.
against this year, if that's what you're saying, Kev. Just this year, as far
Yeah,
as
just
Yeah,
everything.
that's what
this
he's
year.
doing. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, you could. I mean, it could.
Kev, you got to forgive T. He's on West Coast time. He's just catching up to
I
what.
forgot.
Wait,
Yeah.
what's
But there
going
are
on?
2 Spear shows on there, and nothing from the
Yeah.
Spear really jumps out of my head. Because for some reason it's attached to the visuals. Because for me, that was a very I'm watching it experience where normally I listen and look over. I watched
Yeah.
those Sphere shows because you wanted to see the graphics and all that. I don't know
But
if
you
the
didn't go
music
back
jumps
and
out as
re-listen
much.
because those if the nights of I agreed with you. I remember thinking, oh, this is visually and stunning and incredible, but musically I was like, it's okay. Like it wasn't bad. It was like it's pretty good, right? But then it wasn't until I went back and listened to it removed from it like weeks later that I was like, the playing was actually at a very high level still. I thought through the run. I think they had to warm up and there was nerves night one. So I think like the night one, set one, there was like a little bit of a get up and go, which still wasn't bad. But by the end of it, I thought that was some of the better playing. I know it's hard to say. I was going to say of the year, but the whole year was fucking spectacular. So
Fair.
I think that's the problem with Dick's too, is if you just look at Dick's runs, this is a very, I would say, above middle Dick's run. Like I think it was a pretty good
Best one of 4.0.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
But comparing it to the whole year of 2024 and the summer tour, it is kind of a slight dip, I think, on a otherwise very high.
All
Right.
We're gonna see
It's
if
gonna
we
take
can
a minute to bring Chad in.
Yeah, we're gonna figure this out. So we'll play some set break music for you.
Oh shit! I hit the wrong button already.
Nice.
Holy shit. What's up, guys?
What's up, Chad? How you been, man?
I'm doing good. I'm
You calling
sorry.
from a bar?
I am in a bar. Let me see if I can rotate my screen here really quick.
Oh my god, this is such a throwback to our.
There
Zoom
we go.
Nice.
I can
Live
barely
from
hear you.
Wisconsin. We're live from a bar.
Hello, good morning, America.
Stop.
This may be a shorter cameo up here.
Yeah, no, this is gonna be really short. Trust me. I wanted to
How's
come on and
everything
say
out
hi to
there,
you guys.
man?
I missed you guys.
Yeah, dude.
Why am I not allowed to say hi?
'Cause I can't hear because you keep talking. Hold on, let me go outside for a second.
Shit.
No, you come outside with me.
I don't get to say hi or nothing.
The jukebox is cranking right now. I'm coming. I'm going outside for a second. Put me in the weight room. I'll be right back.
All right.
I can't
Oh,
tell
man.
you how much.
Anybody have any interesting facts about Wisconsin?
Did we just transport back to 2021?
See, that's exactly what I was gonna say. I just got the most deep nostalgia I've ever felt. Like that shit instantly transformed back.
I mean,
That
all
was
we need is Kev to just start freezing up.
up. All right, it's sitting on the
No,
floor
so
with
did you see this? Did you see this thing on? Speaking of Wisconsin, there was some guy on Twitter who Mark from the Disco Biscuits mentioned because the guy had won a cheese eating contest at a Disco Biscuit show in Wisconsin back in 2004. And what he won was lifetime tickets, and the guy is still cashing in on it 20 years later.
To the
I
biscuits.
saw that.
That's crazy.
That's your Wisconsin
I
fact.
love it.
That was
That
the
is just
research
the
you
best
did when
thing
you knew
ever,
Chad
man.
was coming on.
I could not, would not, will not ever participate in a cheese eating contest. That sounds like the most like devastatingly tough thing to do.
Well,
All
you know,
right,
my
yeah.
first thought was if it was soft cheese, like some port cheese, you know, port wine cheese or something like that, I could eat a lot more than big chunks of cheddar, you know?
Oh, he's back. I just took this off.
I like melted cheese.
So you could do a fondue eating contest.
Oh yeah, there we go. I do like fondue.
I
Thanks,
could
Chad.
definitely do. Hold
I'll
on.
do your fun.
Okay, stop talking.
Okay, stop
I could
talking.
do I could do a fondue eating contest.
Yeah.
Hell
That's
yeah.
Well, I mean, I feel
Wisconsin
like
in
that's
me.
where you're from. I mean, that's kind of built in, right?
Yeah, I got a
I'm at the
couple. I got
point
a
if I
couple
have
friends
like
with me there. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Josh Frosh, is Josh around?
No, I'm at the
Oh,
point if I even have like
he's dead.
Yeah, Josh is dead.
Poor Josh.
He's like
did we
Lucy.
kill him?
Poor Josh. Rest in peace, Josh.
Yes, the Illuminati killed him, I think, or something like that.
Yes.
This is crazy.
I want to introduce you guys to a couple people.
Okay.
They've been on a 3-day bender. They're my Wisconsin friends. This is Cowboy
Hey, hey.
and Hippie back
They
here.
call me Cowboy. I'm that sexy motherfucker Chad talks about a lot.
I don't talk about him at all, honestly. Hippie, come here, say hi. What's up?
Oh,
If you see me bragging about artwork on Twitter, that Hippie's the artist.
Nice.
Anyway, how's Fish Tour? I didn't get to go this year.
And when Chad's bragging about that guy at the karaoke bar, it's me.
All right, stop. Go away.
You should.
How is
watch what
tour?
cost you wouldn't know.
It was very
I have
good.
been. I've been. Thank you, Kevin, for a straight answer. I've been kind of loosely following. I've been a little busy, but I miss you guys, man. I miss all of you.
I miss you
Danger
too.
Bum, great hair, by the way.
good to see you, buddy. Hey, thanks, man.
Chad, I gotta tell
Yeah,
you,
good.
I love you, but
Go
I
ahead.
hate your service right now.
It's terrible. I admit it.
so
No,
bad.
I just wanted to say hi. Don't worry about it all that much. I just wanted to pop in for Liv. I miss you guys. I miss. I said this to you, Wook. I said the time during the pandemic, as terrible as it sounds, was one of the best years of my life.
It was good.
Likewise, we had some
Yeah.
special moments.
We did. We did.
Chad. Guess what I just
Yeah.
downloaded yesterday?
What's that?
I downloaded Civilization again, so this might be the last time you see me for like 2 months.
Civ plus Liv.
There's a new one
He's
coming
talking
out.
about Civ
too.
6, right?
All right,
Civ
man, I'll
6
see you
or
later.
5?
See, dude, you're breaking
That's
up.
sick.
Thanks, buddy. It's good to see all y'all. Tell Llama
Good to
I
see you,
said
Chad.
hi.
Will
All
do,
right,
man. Take
will
care
do.
of yourself.
What is
I
up
could
with
only-
the signal? That Wisconsin
Well-
internet.
Kev talking a big game. He's like, man, what an asshole with a bad signal. I always have such a good signal.
I did not say that at all. I said, "What's up?" It's like
What's up with his
bouncing
shitty
around.
signal?
I love that he was at the bar that's like a roadhouse. That is just so perfect. These guys
Chad
were on a
experienced the
3-day
same thing that
bender.
T did when he left the West Coast. There's a linear proportionality to the quality of your Wi-Fi signal and how far east you go. When you're in LA, you have like 800 gigabytes or whatever, and then by the time you get to Wisconsin, you're on dial-up, and they're like,
It's true. It
oh,
is true.
that's Chatty Chew. Someone asked for his handle or whatever. I'm assuming you mean Twitter. That's Chatty Chew, world's greatest
Chatty
Chad.
Chew. Chatty Chew.
World's
Chatty Chew.
greatest Chad.
See, serious Civ. There's a new Civ coming out soon. I sent that to you, Wook. Did you see that?
Yeah,
There's a
no,
new
that's
one.
why I
Yeah.
started, because I was like, that was my drug. Like, people are like, oh yeah, I'm really into like whatever opiates, or I like tripping. I'm like, I like Civ. But and then I got off of it and I was clean for like 8 months. And then I saw the trailer for Civ 7 and I was like, fuck.
You fell off it you were doing that during the pandemic.
I know.
You were
It was
playing
hard.
that.
It was
We
hard.
lost you for a couple months.
Yeah, man. This
Yeah,
is
we had
the
to do an
nerdiest
intervention.
show ever.
It happens. It
We
happens.
had
All
to do an intervention.
I do think we're going back to the top 24 shows. No, the top shows of 24. 10 shows. I do think Deer
14.
Creek is the show, probably. So that one probably is accurate. I really liked that run in that show. I don't know that Mondegreen is number one though. I think that's a tough one.
Well, it's that Saturday or it's
yeah,
that Deer Creek. It's the 8-4. It's the Mondegreen Saturday. They are the top show of the year.
Hey,
What?
thanks, Chad.
Mondegreen
Boy,
Saturday
Or Deer Creek 8-4.
Right. Cool. I don't have anything else.
That's what you call dead air.
Well, I mean, we're good. I agree. Mm-hmm.
I know. I mean, Kev, this was your idea. We got it all queued
Yeah,
up. What else do you want to talk about?
Let's talk about these articles because they were fascinating.
Dude, all right. Listen, oh wait. I think we have a phone call coming. All right, let's just go to the phone lines.
The phone line works. We paid the bill.
We paid them. All right, let's check the phone
What's
line.
the number?
Okay, yeah, the number.
Works weird now.
Weird throwback. Line 4. Who is this?
Oh, hey there. Oh, hey there. Am I on?
You're on. You're live.
Oh, hey there. Did they play the Ruby Waves at Deer Creek on Mondegreen?
Kev, did they play Ruby Waves?
They did. I think it both. I think we got 2 of them.
Yeah,
that was the nesting set. That was awesome. Yeah, it was actually.
Really
good.
yeah, Well, I'm Josh Frost from Oshkosh. I was dead, so I missed it.
Calling from
How are
heaven?
you calling us?
Well, we got pretty good cell service up here in heaven. It's better than Wisconsin,
I can tell you're
heaven
very
or-
clean right now. Very clear.
Is it heaven or are you in Iowa?
I mean, Iowa's not that bad if you ever go there, but it's no Wisconsin,
Were you ever in a cheese eating contest, Josh?
Oh gosh, I won one time. It was on the 4th of July. I had a cheese eating contest. I was going up against this woman. She was about 220 pounds. I thought I was dead. And then I whooped her ass. I ate like 18 pounds of cheese curds. Do you guys know what cheese curds are?
Oh yes, I do.
Oh yes.
Oh yes.
I mean,
fried cheese.
Cheese curds are the second best. Yeah, cheese curds are the second best thing behind Ruby Waves. I love that song.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
it's good hearing from you, Josh. Appreciate it, man.
Take care.
Oh
buddy.
yeah, where's that llama guy at?
Stay dead.
Where is Llama? I don't know. He just kind of stopped showing up. I mean, we still.
Oh no,
we still
I
have all
like
the
that
threads
guy.
and
He was.
stuff.
Might be
Oh yeah,
curling.
he was my favorite. I mean, no offense to you guys. I've always been a big fan, but I always liked that llama guy.
Yeah,
That
me
llama
too.
guy.
My favorite too.
Oh yeah, okay. I got a question for you though. You guys said the Mondegreen Saturday was the best show.
Kev said that. Yeah.
I did.
What was the highlight there, Kev?
The Down with Disease Tweezer Sense was a great hour of music.
Oh, I got to catch some of that. We got excellent Wi-Fi up in heaven. Actually, they put on live fish up in heaven. That was pretty dope. I wasn't expecting all that.
St. Stephen.
But they had a free preview apparently, and who knew? Who knew?
Who knows?
But that Down with Disease Tweezer Fest, that was insane.
Yeah, it was really good.
And it struck me kind of weird, being dead and all that. It was like, this has all been wonderful, but now I'm on my way. I was like, oh, I can relate to that.
Nice.
It's too bad that Chad guy clubbed me in the head on Halloween, that jerk.
There's the whole multiverse craze now. We could pull a Josh out of another universe.
Yeah. To replace.
We just got to get a
maybe
phone booth or something that could call in from. We should have planned this bit out before you called in.
Before we did.
Oh, you mean like a TARDIS from Doctor Who?
Bring it all back.
Oh wow, the TARDIS.
I think they got one up here.
That was the most damn complicated thing ever. I don't think I ever
funny?
really truly understood that.
the funniest shit ever to me is when the moments that we get the most new people, like right after tour, and everybody like, like a lot of people jumped on. We probably got like, I don't know, 100, 200, 300 new subs. And this is like the first live. Instead of like playing it straight and like having like fun, like, it's like, yeah, let's just fucking go crazy again. And then it works. It's fun. It's the way to do it.
Oh yeah, I think it's working great. If you ask my opinion, which you didn't, but
but hey, he agrees, so it's good. He knows what's up.
All right. Well, Josh, you be good up there. Keep looking down on us.
Kev's getting,
oh yeah,
Kev's
I'll be looking. Oh, no. I'm good. I love you guys. Always have. And hey there, during doing fishing at their lake there, so don't even try. Okay, I'm going bear hunting this next weekend.
All right, man.
All right.
I'm gonna go catch some bears.
The bears.
Go pack, go. Go pack, go. All right.
All right, buddy.
Bye.
We gotta.
All right.
We gotta maybe get rid of the phone lines. I didn't even remember we had it.
It's amazing that the bill's still been paid all this time.
Right?
Yeah, man. What is there anything else you wanted to say about the top shows, Kev?
Well, let's do the fish articles.
Oh yeah,
They
we're
were
doing the fish articles. All right, so I gotta say, I find, generally speaking, the fan service fish articles for the mainstream normies to be tedious and difficult to read sometimes. They come out every couple of years. They do the like, oh, the 4th from Vermont, and it's all like Ben and Jerry. Like, it's just very like hunky-dory bullshit or whatever. But that GQ article, and I don't know how you guys feel about this. We didn't talk about this. So I might be putting myself out there and you guys might shit all over me. But I really enjoyed, and it was long. Like, it was a long fucking article. I kept feeling like I was going to get to the bottom. And then I looked at the bar on the side and I was like,
not close.
Not even close. But like, I maybe it's a personal thing. Like, his tempo and timing and like cadence worked well for me. And like, maybe, I don't know if that's like good for, like, you know what I mean? But whatever it was, like, I really, and there was nothing new, obviously, right? There was nothing informative. It was very much just for the masses.
I thought there was informative stuff in there.
Okay.
You didn't find there were some cool little nuggets in there.
Yeah, I mean, sure, but like, it's all shit that like you read on Fantasy Tour or Reddit or Twitter, or we're so connected.
I always find it strange when they send the guy from GQ out to write the fish article who really doesn't know anything about fish. It's like they're trying to get this coming into another world perspective on something instead of getting somebody who's seasoned and could write a competent article like that.
They're not going to hire you, Kev.
They might.
Just putting it out there. Just putting it out there.
Manifest your destiny, buddy. No, but that's exactly what I'm talking about. Normally, I don't like that, but I kind of liked the whole story arc of not seeing any. Like, I thought the intro was captivating about the asshole, because what he was talking about was, I think he captured for me.
I thought it was going to be me.
I thought it was going to be you too. I legit thought he was going to be like, he had like I forgot what shirt you wore though on Sunday. I was trying to think of like what shirt, because he was talking about it. But oh, was that you on there? Yeah.
I think I wore that roll like a cantaloupe shirt because I was convinced that they had to play an antelope.
And that's why they don't have people like you write the article, because it would have just been bitching about them not doing roll like a cantaloupe.
Not at all. I can totally step back and write a legit piece for the straight media, man.
Write a straight,
not all
legit
underground,
piece for
man.
fucking Look Plus.
Yeah, man.
Why you gotta do it for GQ? You literally are part of a media, whatever you call this
empire.
Empire. I was gonna say that too.
I mean, just
You're
saying.
part of the empire. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. So, what did you guys think about the article? I wish I had asked you guys this before we were live, and not sounded like a tool, but like, I enjoyed it. I thought it was a cool perspective. I loved the happiness, like focusing in on the community and shit. Like that's exactly 100% how I felt when we were at Mondegreen.
Right? Yeah. I
T
think
didn't
it was
read it. Did you
the
not
article.
read
Yeah, I
it?
read it.
I thought it was a very well written article. There was a really interesting thing that T can probably talk to this. There was our friend Waddy, the Woody of the year,
Wody.
Mag, was mentioned in the article, and that's something that T gave us a heads up about a few days ago. You want to talk a little bit about what that is?
Yeah, dude, the FEMA network built with the PHEMA is something that I mean, we'll talk more about it once we get into it a little bit more. But yeah, they mentioned it and something Mags and our good friend Malcolm from Free is doing. So I mean, it's pretty exciting. It's something really cool. And I just talked about with Maggie on Saturday night, and just kind of give me a heads up, and they want to, she wants to bring us into it with Wook Plus and stuff. And I was like, we're more than happy to get involved any way we can. So I'm looking forward to hearing more about it from her. But I thought that was pretty crazy reading that in the article. I was like, oh, hey, we just talked about it. And then she was posting about it on Twitter. So check out FEMA. It's at FEMA Network, all one word, PHEMA Network, on Twitter, and join the community and start checking it out. There's not much there yet, but there will be. It's going to start growing. It's something really cool to watch out for.
Right.
John, are you talking about the RFK whale story? Because that is way worse. That is the most gnarly ass story I've ever heard. It's so fucking gross. The whale juices. Anyway,
We also had the Mike quote, something to the effect of, instead of seeing fish 200 times, go out and change the world. I'm paraphrasing.
yeah, Mike's a big old knob. Seriously, like what the fuck? Like, okay, you saw 40 nights of fish in a year, but there's 320 other days of doing shit. I get the sentiment behind him and like, cool, good for you, like inspire, go do things. But that is fucking some narcissistic, fucked up, crazy bullshit. If you think the only thing they do is those 40 nights and the rest of their life is absent of any meaning or growth or anything, like, I don't know, man. Like, I'm getting defensive because I spend probably way too much time seeing fish. But like, I do shit. It's a hobby. They fucking go see music. They go do shit. I guarantee you, Trey saw the symphony as many times as I saw fish this past year, and nobody's like, "Hey, Trey, instead of going and getting inspired by the symphony, you should go out and create something." It's like, fuck off, Mike. Jesus Christ, you're fucking cool.
Fuck off, Mike. That was Tim's rant. That sounded like something I'd go off on. I'm impressed, Tim. I like it. I like the fiery passion and what you're saying.
We made that for you, but now you play it on me all the time.
Now the other article, the Trey and GQ.
Wait.
Oh boy.
No, because there's a whole bunch. I know that like you want to go and jump into other things, but there's I feel like there's other interesting points here to like we could dive into. We still have 26 minutes, Kev. We have a very skimpy set list. We need to jam, buddy. Let's be patient and just jam on this.
You gotta chew every bite, Kev. You gotta chew every bite here. Come on.
Yeah, just savor the taste, buddy. It's good. I do agree with Carrie here. There is something about the making your identity entirely based on a band. That said, I don't know. I kind of do that, so it's hard for me to give too much. I mean, like, I don't know if I would say my identity, but like, I am passionate about a handful of things really hard. But I don't think being passionate about a single thing precludes you from doing other things and being passionate about other things, right? It just, I don't know.
It leads to other things through that. I mean, what if? I mean, look at who's starting this thing up is the person that's seen 150 shows in 3 years or whatever. So she is doing. I mean, it's inspired her to do some good inside the community. It's just like Trey. Look at Trey doing Divided Sky and like doing good within the community, within what he's gone through and what he's built. So I mean, I think there's part of that too. And look at all the things
they mentioned Water Wheel.
Like what Malcolm does exactly, and like Water Wheel and like things like that are built inside the community and done for good. And I think Mike was saying something like that as well. Like, hey, we're here, like, instead of just always going on tour, do something like inside this community. There's plenty to do too. I mean, it's like, I don't know. There's a lot. It's good. It's just like what we do too. I mean, like there's a lot of things in that they've built, because of PHiSH that there's good that's come out of that people have created. Like, look at Ashley too, like Groove Safe, like things like that. Like, there's all kinds of like cool things inside the community like that people have done.
I feel like Mike went a little punk rock. I love the spirit of it. He's like, it's cool that you like us, but go out there and change the world, man. There's something you can do to make the world better. There's something you
right, but
can
it's
do with your
based on an
creativity.
assumption that people aren't doing shit. And I fucking meet people at shows that are fucking neurosurgeons and lawyers. I can't tell you how many public servants that are fucking politicians, that are fucking firefighters.
A lot of lawyers.
I mean, honestly, there are artists, there are people out there fighting the fight and doing all this shit. And Mike's like, "Oh, you saw 20 PHiSH shows, so you must be a fucking scumbag." You know, like,
dude.
No, I get it. I think what it is I think in his mind, and I do think he might be a little bit disconnected from the reality of it, is he's thinking of the aimless tour rats that are literally just touring and going between bands and are just touring and not realizing, and you can't base it on looks or anything. And this was definitely more prevalent in the 90s. I don't really know or seen many that do it at all now.
How could you? It costs a fortune to go see PHiSH.
Right. But my point being is, like, sure, if you had like the caricature of like a person that's going on tour as like a tour rat, yes, of course, I'm reading too much into it. That's what we fucking do. We have nothing else to talk about. We have a very skippy set list and an hour to fill. No, but like in the context of a tour rat, sure, maybe it's like, hey, go find some meaning and depth. But I don't think the modern fan base is composed like that. I think I would argue that pound for pound, average, one-on-one, that PHiSH fans are probably way more inspired and doing a lot more for the community than any other toxic fan base. And yes, I get the cultiness of it. I get the toxicness of it. But like, I don't know. I think there is a lot of inspiration.
Tim, maybe he wasn't talking about PHiSH. Maybe he was fucking throwing shit at Taylor Swift fans. I mean, come on.
Yeah, man. Who knows?
I don't even care. I just felt like all I know is really not a big deal.
I found over my life that I'm most inspired when I don't have to worry about money.
Yeah, I'm too poor to be inspired. I'm inspired to get money to get to my next paycheck.
I'm inspired to eat dinner tomorrow is what I'm inspired to do most days. So,
yeah.
Anyway, can we talk about the guitar player article, or is there other stuff in there? Because they did talk to Fishman. Page even had a quote. I found an interesting nugget. The Page is working on an ambient album. Did we know this?
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
That's cool. It seems like they've all done something like that, like Trey talking about creating the music inside the Sphere lobby and stuff. Like, it seems like they've kind of gone down this ambient sound path. It's cool. It's, again, another creative avenue, right?
And a little more insight into the secret set where they had a list of names that they were basically playing to that were the names of what the visual was, which I was like, that's cool, you know?
Yeah, it was really sick. All right, Kev, you proved your point. There might be some tidbits. It was real. Did I mention it was long?
It was long.
Right. I may have started skimming a little bit at the very end because
Tim's used to playing with his little kids and watching their short little snippets of things. He doesn't have time to sit and read.
Yeah,
we live in a soundbite world.
Yeah, exactly. Give me the sound bites. Give me the audio real quick.
The guitar player article with Trey was also long. I skipped over some of the technical stuff when he got into pedals and stuff like that. But the thing that blew my mind was that he really tried to force Let Me Lie. That they recorded it all those times. They kept trying to play it live. He kept trying to bring it back. And then he had a Zen moment of sometimes it just ain't going to happen.
I like how that was the song he chose, though, to say that about. And I like how he's like, oh, no, I can totally tell when songs are hitting and when songs aren't hitting.
He's notoriously good at that.
Do you know? Do you? Do you really? Because I don't okay.
It's like that meme with the girl, keeps yeah, I don't know, Trey. It seems like you might be a little off on your radar for that, but that's all right. I love that he is though disconnected, because there are things that are written off by the fan base very early on that do eventually lock in and get refined and find their home and become great jam vehicles at the least, and sometimes just really good songs, you know.
Well, I
Right.
will say I do love reading and hearing about his process and that whole, the thing he goes through, and then the way he like has added back, like has to have the strip down again after, it's there to like replay them on acoustic and then redo it. It's almost like, I know Kev, you can kind of speak this too. It's almost like, writing, right? Like it's very similar to poetry and like writing and novels and even screenplays and things. It's like where you kind of like go through it and then get to a point and kind of erase everything or like go back through it and step through it and things like that. And it's really interesting reading that. I love that, 40, like he's kind of feels like he's finally mastered sort of how to write the song.
I wish there was one more little piece to his puzzle. And because he said he works on the lyrics till he thinks they're perfect. And I don't feel like he ever nails the lyrics. He is a great songwriter, but it just, I wish he had an editor.
You're expecting something that's not PHiSH out of PHiSH, though. And you always do. And you say it about every song. They're not going to have this like prolific, really deep, soul touching lyric.
Right.
One of the articles or podcasts said it best, I think, when they're like, the silly lyrics give a gateway to the serious music, right? Like there's very complicated, intricate musical themes going on that are inaccessible to most people, right? All of us probably, without a little bit of the goofiness on top of it, the jovialness, the joking, the silly lyrics. And I think in that context, the lyrics work well. If you're comparing it to like,
it's hard though, because then when he does do some songs that he does pour his heart into or does do, I don't know, some people don't appreciate like Driftwires. Like I don't appreciate, like I can't stand, like there's certain things that
people like that song.
I know people do like that, but that's what I'm saying. There's songs that people don't like and do like, and it's kind of split like that. And so I mean, I don't know, look at Ruby Waves. Those lyrics are god awful. Like they're
if he cut two verses out of Pillow Jets, there's two verses that if he cut it out, that song would be just so fantastic, because the rest of the lyrics are abstract enough and weird enough that you can build your own story repeatedly. He has these two verses in the middle where he tells you what to think, and I don't like when anybody tells me what to think. Don't tell me what the song's about. Let me figure it out.
I think all the new songs, like, well, to that point with like Pillow Jets and Life Saving Gun, are built that way, though. That's what's so awesome about them, is the lyrics. Like those lyrics are fun. Like I still think Life Saving Guns has some of the best, newest PHiSH lyrics in years in them. Like I think it's great. And then the
Monsters
jam
is like that. I think Monsters is like
great.
A straight ahead lyric.
Yeah,
he should lean into his Dio, like late
Heavy
80s,
metal,
early
yeah.
90s, heavy metal, hair metal, fucking grunge a little bit. That like
Right,
About to
power
Run,
ballad, man.
Monsters, all that shit is fucking. He does really, really surprisingly well. Actually, I would not have guessed that, 10 years ago. But he's kind of found, and I think works really well for him. I mean, it all works. Yeah. I don't know. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? I can't rate any of that shit.
But it's a fantastic, I mean, it's a cool process. That's all. It's like, it's a cool thing that he's doing it like that. And that he's got like this whole, he's excited about the process and he enjoys doing it. And I mean, my God, COVID, we talked about what we did for COVID and how much fun like we ended up having and what we created. Look what he did.
And he said COVID was great. I got
he took that time and totally hold up and created music and went back to his roots with recording and like doing it raw.
The practice aspect. Remember, we've talked about how they've been nailing some of these songs, and he's saying, I talked to Fishman, he taught me how to do a regiment, and how he was playing along to Fela Kuti and things, but not really playing in the same key or even really with the music.
And doing exactly. So I mean, it's pretty impressive. Like I thought that was really cool hearing. It's just like anything, like working out or whatever it is that you want to do. Like if you just put bear down and do it, it becomes a routine, and then the routine becomes just natural and a part of what you do. And it sounds like that's where he's at. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah. I wanted to touch on this because yes, Tom was the main writing partner, but I just talked to Dude of Life, like what was that, a week ago, and when we got off, he started telling me like really good stories, and I was like, God damn it, I wish you said this like 5 minutes earlier on air. But a lot of his writing was, I like his tone, like Susie and Fluff and shit. It's like, I think the Dude songs balance whimsical, silly, and like the more profound. You know what I mean? Like I think his balance is actually one of the best lyrical. I don't know. I guess like fuck, I can't think of the word, but like there's like a compromise there, right? Where it's not too serious and it's not too silly. It's kind of in between. I wish they would write together. Dude's writing a shit ton. Steve's writing a shit ton of music right now, and a lot of it sounds really good. But I think he's completely off. Like they're not doing anything creative together anymore. But you know, Kev's like, fuck that. What's the face, man? What's the disdain?
Dude. No, I'll talk. We'll talk about it later. I don't want to say
Tell
it
me
live
now.
on air. No, I'm
He
not.
won't say it on air. He
No,
doesn't want to say it on
no.
air. He wants to
Oh,
hold it
fine.
I don't
back.
want to say it on air.
Don't say it on air.
Don't want to say it on air. So good for them.
Don't say it on air. You don't have to say it on. You don't want to say it on air. You don't have to say it on air. I'm gonna make you sit here though.
Reading through all these articles, listening to the arts thing with Trey, the live interviews, I can see why they don't do many interviews, because they're almost like deer in the headlights, and they're very earnest about what they say. Like Trey talking about the Sphere, and why would I want to do that all the time? And 4 shows were enough at one time. And he made some comment about if you saw the Dead, they were reusing stuff by the second night. And, you know, it's almost like
They
he's
were.
throwing
He was
shade.
right. He was 100% right.
Well, he was, but it's like, it sounds like when you read it on a screen, it sounds like he's throwing shade when I think he's just making a general observation.
Well, good thing he's not a politician. He's a musician, so he's
Think it's
allowed
how
to
you
not have that
interpret that.
nuance.
Yeah, and how you read it. I think it's also interesting, though. I think we need to start calling it now, like, I don't know, 4.1, 5.0, because he says, like, this is, you know, we're done with this era, like the bookend. The last 3 New Year's things happened, then it was like building up to Gamehenge, then the Sphere, and then Monograin, and that's the bookend of this time period. So I feel like we've moved now.
Yeah,
to
he
that
doesn't
Mexico
way.
was a new dawn, huh?
That's why this
No,
whole 24 has been so awesome, right? Like, this has been such a fucking kick-ass year of it. They'll totally, like,
Trey
Let's
doesn't get
move
to
on.
pick the eras, though. That's not.
no,
how
he's just
that
the guy in
works.
the band. We get to do that. That's
Yeah,
up to us.
exactly. Don't give them all the. Well, because if you did that logic, then 15 and 17, you know,
Right,
would
get to get the points, right? So you have to go up a 0.1, a 0.2, which we don't
right.
do.
So, like, sure, you could say now we're going like 4.2 or something.
right. But
I
I do
saw
think it's interesting,
0.9.
Kev, some of what you said is true, but I think he's also just pointing out things that, like, they're not a band that does that. Like, it's okay to be bands that do that, but they're not a band that's ever gonna, you know, do something like that until next year.
It made me happy to see that, you know, they'll probably play the Sphere again, but he wasn't into it like this is the be all and end all. He wants to be on the road and go to Deer Creek and Alpine Valley.
It's better for us too. I mean, there is some level of fuck the rest of the fan base that can't make it out to Vegas, right? Like, right,
Or doesn't want to
with
go to
being in
Vegas.
LA, it's an easier thing, but like for us, that would be a really hard thing. So like, if the only music they were playing was like Dead and Co. doing like 80 fucking shows at the Sphere, that is kind of like an FU to half of your fan base.
But I feel like too, I mean, the Sphere sounds really, you know, like even he talks about in that article about the slap back on stage and like not having any instruments up there and stuff. So there's like technical issues with it too. I feel like that it takes away from or like makes you kind of break your
because all the
normal
speakers
routine.
are behind them. Yeah, I never thought
so
about that.
you
They're
don't
getting
really
blasted out by
you
which
don't
is amazing.
really
They played so
like.
well with
Right.
considering all that, how good
Yeah.
it sounded.
and he
Yeah,
said that's why
totally.
drums will always be encased in plastic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they have to be. Yeah. So I mean,
Yeah.
there's definitely technical limitations to it, which I think to them would prevent them from doing a long extended run there or something.
No,
you
but
know?
we
Well-
did hear 8 shows. We did hear
Right, but that's
at
not a
one
long
That's what I was
extended
just gonna
run.
say. I was gonna pull off a Kev transition, but he had to jump in because we did want to talk about rumors and the validity of them. I wonder if those 8 shows are actually locked in, because that the source on that wasn't just like, oh, you know, it's a buddy or whatever. It was like somebody intimately tied to
Connected
it
to the band.
and like really would actually, you know, I would trust on it. But that doesn't mean that things couldn't change. Maybe because that rumor was before they played, right? When they were negotiating that. So after they played, they might have been like, you know what, maybe not, and they might have had a out or something. So I don't know if those 8 shows are legit. I also don't know if Albany is happening. And now this one, it was a softer source.
Why,
I
have you
would
heard
say.
other things? Have you heard something else? Have you heard
No,
whispers?
everyone that I trust that usually is the first to hear. They're not like people that are like in the band, like connected with the band, but like they're usually the first to hear with these things. They're all saying it's still happening, but I was certain it would be announced today or yesterday,
This week,
Tuesday.
right?
Maybe, yeah.
Tuesdays are always your day.
It's rumored to be in like a month and a half. Like, that's not a lot of time to like get tickets on sale because you're not selling them the day you announce it, right? You usually have a week or a week and a half from when you announce
need a week. They announce those shows; they'll be sold out by the end of the day whenever they go live on sale.
So you saying like if they go on sale next week, it's no big deal?
They announce it next Tuesday. Tickets go on sale next Friday, and then it'll be sold out by close of business Friday.
Yeah, maybe, but I feel like there's just a whole. I don't know. They just don't typically. I mean, the Island Tour they kind of did like that, but
the dates are still open on the Albany Places website, whatever it's called. I call it Knickerbocker, but I know it ain't called that no more.
The Knickerbocker Arena.
I just feel like it's gonna be tight. All right. I'll put it like this: this upcoming week, I feel like that's the window. If they don't announce it on Tuesday, that's gonna be tough. I think because then let me look at a calendar. Fuck. I mean,
let me pull a calendar up.
Yeah, where's my calendar?
Yeah, pull the calendar.
So if it would be the 10th, they wouldn't go on sale to, I guess, the 13th. Is that how they do it? No, that's they got 2 weeks. They got 2 weeks they could announce. Everybody calm down. Albany's still happening. People are going to be all psyched out of my mind.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think you're the only, you did this whole thing. Like, you talked yourself around in a circle.
I'm losing my mind.
I'm glad you
calmed
yourself down now.
There's
plenty of time. It's fine.
Everything, it's going to happen.
And then talking about one other thing in the article.
One other thing.
Fishman calling up Trey saying, we got to get the band together to play for Bernie. And then it turns out that, and then Fishman says something like, yeah, I wanted to get the band together to try to save my marriage, which I found a very open, like, way information you don't normally get, you know?
Yeah, a little TMI there. I love that, though, that they speak candidly.
We've all been through all we have, not the three of us, one of us has, but, you know, divorce is a very common thing in the United States, so.
Yeah. Well, for now, hopefully. Some people trying to get rid of no fault divorce.
All right. Anyway. So you want to play this game? Let's try to play this game.
Just like, oh fuck! Don't let him get started. Let's play this game.
Let's try to. The game is called Over Under, and our number is 3.5. And what I'm going to do is say a song, and the chat can play along. We can vamp for a little bit. You say whether it was played more than 3.5 times, which means 4 to 6, or it was played under 3 to 1. So, are we ready?
Yeah, it's super simple, man. I got it.
Yeah, exactly. We wanted super simple.
What's the number? What's the number?
3.5.
3.5.
And it's for what, the year or the tour?
Just the tour.
Summer.
The most they played any songs. The most they played any song was 6 times.
And Dix, you're counting Dix as part of tour?
Yes, I'm counting Dix as part of tour.
Dix is definitely part of tour because it even says on the live fish that summer tour 24. So yes.
Yeah. What's crazy, and I want to just put this out there because nobody's going to believe me. I listened to every second of the summer tour. I did not miss a single note, and I'm going to be abysmal at this because I have the memory of a goldfish. And I have no idea how I could watch an entire tour and not have any idea what songs they repeated.
I think this might be a little more difficult than face value.
I'm likely going to be guessing. I don't know.
Well, all I got to say is higher or lower. Easy guess.
Let's start off with one of your favorite songs then, Tim. Backwards down the number line. How many? Was it more than 3.5 or less than 3.5?
Less than 3.5.
Well, I remember fucking Sunday or Saturday at Montegreen they did one, right? I can think of 3. Fuck.
Under.
I think there was 3. Go on. There might be one more. No,
what is chat saying?
Under.
Yeah,
Everyone
Chet's
says
saying
under.
under. I could definitely remember 2, and I think there's 3.
All right, 4 times.
Bullshit.
God damn it! I
It was
knew it.
over.
Bullshit.
No,
What are the 4, Cav? What are the 4? Give us the 4.
Oh,
Give us
dude,
the
I can't pull
4,
fishnet up now. I just have
What? You got what? You, Kevin. Okay.
You
hang on.
you guys pressured me into this because I definitely was leaning towards there might have been the 4th. Like I could think of the 3 in my head, and it was very plausible that 1 would have been forgotten. But all right,
All right. Who cares? All right. Wait. I want to see what they were though. We need to find out what they
you
were.
don't
Kev.
have .NET open. You can't have .NET open.
I do. I just got to figure out what day they
All right,
played.
then I'll play the game. You be the
What day did they
fact
play it
checker.
at Mondegreen?
the Saturday, the 17th.
The best show of tour.
Best show of
Best
tour.
show of
Yeah, it was like it
tour.
was the best show of tour. I was like, I don't know. They definitely played Numberline.
That was an encore,
love
even
that.
Cav. Holy moly!
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Summer
I
tour.
do always look to lay blame, Jason.
They
I
played
don't know
at
what
the
you're talking about,
Xfinity
but that sounds
Center.
accurate.
Right, Massachusetts.
Yeah, and they actually played it also in Mexico, technically, Kev. So it's been played in
Oh, but we're
Mexico,
doing summer tour though.
and then I
Yeah,
know, but I'm just
this
saying
summer
it's
tour. we got
another time this
Massachusetts.
year. So 720 Xfinity, 731 St. Louis, 810 Bethel, and the Woodlands. There
I
you go.
forgot about St. Louis. I forgot about the
Oh,
Billy
right.
String shows.
All right, Mike's
No, that was
song.
Michigan. That wasn't St. Louis. Yeah.
All right,
Anyway.
Mike's song.
Oh. He's like, fuck. Mike's song.
He closed it out by mistake.
There was.
Oh, how are we going to get him back in?
What do you mean?
Oh, there he is.
How are we gonna get him back in like this? It's not that hard, man.
Did you
I
close
fell,
out?
out, I
the
fell
wrong
out into the
thing?
lounge. I fell into the green room, and then out of the green room.
All right, Mike's song.
Mike's was also to. I think this is another. Remember 3. I think that's the limit on my memory. I think once it hits 3, that's it. I'm like, I don't have any. Right, because I'm thinking about the grooves. They were all traditional grooves. I think
No,
one was untraditional.
they did Mike's with.
Mike's with. That was awesome.
They did it 3 times. They did it at Mohegan Sun, they did it at Rough, and they did it at the Woodlands.
All right, now see, he has that thing open, so he's going to be all right.
Right.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm giving you the answers.
Right. I'm playing the game, and T is backing
I'm
up your answers.
There you go. All right,
So I actually
Runaway,
remembered all 3.
Runaway Jim.
More over. Yeah, I don't remember the specific ones, but I remember hearing a lot of gyms. What was it, like 4 or 5?
Yeah, there were 4 of them. Yes,
Yeah.
there were 4 of them.
Xfinity
All right.
Center, Rough, Bethel.
I'll try to
and
answer
Dix.
right away to anyone that's skeptical that I might be cheating or whatever. I'm just gonna
All right,
answer.
there you go. All right, Golden Age.
Oh, the really good golden ages this year, but I want to say under because I feel like the ones they played are really memorable, which would make you want to go over maybe why you chose it. But I think there was just 3 really good golden ages. What do you think? Is that it?
No, they didn't.
No.
Ah, damn it.
Mohegan, Rough. God, every one of these songs they played at Rough, Kev. Mohegan, Rough, Bethel, and Woodlands.
All
I forgot about
We'll
Mohegan.
we'll do one more since we're up against the hour. Prince
good.
Caspian.
Oh, that has to be over. Right? Because you got a Dix and a Mondegreen. And I remember at Dix, I was like, oh, they're playing this again. They just played this at Deer Creek. So that's 3. And that's the end of definitely over. Definitely over.
For
Yes,
Alpine,
it was a-
Van Andel, the Woodlands, and Dix.
Yeah.
And the
there
Sphere,
we
too.
go.
A lot of them weren't just 4. A lot of these were actually 5, too, Kev. Like, a lot of these were played in either Mexico
Right.
or the Sphere or both.
Well,
But I'm just
Oh,
saying
really?
over the
What are you
year.
doing?
They
For
played
summer tour.
80. They played 200 songs if you split curtain and with, since they were split, or 199. 80 of them were one time only. So
Yeah.
about a third, 2/5 maybe were played only once, which leaves a much smaller pool of songs that they pulled from. And if you take out the 2s, then you're left with a pool of like 70 songs that they played repeatedly 3 or more times.
Yep.
Which I
You wanna do
find
one more?
fascinating that you got 5 Ruby Waves, but you only got one a song that I heard the ocean sing. It seems the number should be like maybe 4 Ruby Waves and at least 2 song I heard the ocean sing. But Ray focused in on what he wanted. I think
a
a lot
single
more with
song I
set
heard
list.
the ocean sing. Right? It's not songs I heard the ocean sing. It's a song.
I
It's a
song I heard
singular
the right.
song
It's
that we
about a
heard the ocean
mermaid.
sing.
It's about a
A
mermaid,
siren
and
song.
it was great opening the second set at Alpine. It was probably my highlight from Alpine.
Yep, I agree. No, probably not. Anyway, one other thing.
One other. That one last thing. It's like the phone number. Sometimes it just doesn't make it.
Josh.
Shit, what was Scoot's DJ name? Roach?
MC Roach.
MC Roach. What's up?
I forgot. MC Roach?